Hello, friends. I have decided that from now on, anything I really, really, really want, I think instead of asking for it, instead of manifesting it, instead of all of the things I've been trying to do for more than a decade, I think I'm just going to open my mouth and say hello to someone new. It is amazing to me. They always talk about it's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, I think it's a little bit of both. Because even if you know amazing people, if you don't know your stuff, then you just have a lot of really great friends. But if you actually know your stuff and you know great people, then that's when the magic happens. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's going on this weekend and why it exists and how you can create amazing things in your business and in your world. I look really pale. That's really interesting. Sorry, jingly keys. So here's the thing. My name is Amber Griffiths, and I'm a brand strategist and a rock star. And I absolutely love, love, love my world. The only thing that I would change about this weekend, I'm in a hotel room, and I know one of my rules is you should never do Facebook Lives in a hotel room, but it's what's convenient, it's what's quiet. So bear with me. Thank you so much for your patience. And I'm a few minutes later than I hoped and expected. So again, thank you for your patience. So here's the bottom line. And this is why it has something to do with your brand. Always. Because your brand is everything you say and everything you do to create an experience for your ideal client. Sometimes you are that ideal client. And not in a way where you get so connected to your ideal client that you end up wallowing with them in their pain. That's not what I'm talking about. Hi, Diane. Hello, hello. I know you're headed to Salt Lake. I'm so excited to see you. So sometimes you are that person. Sometimes the amazing experience is actually for you. And then that just broadens your world and broadens your horizon and increases the number of people that can be positively impacted by your message. So, here's the story. There's always a story with me. About 3 years ago, I went on an adventure, and it was one of my first out-of-town big events, like a conference, right? Probably 3 years. I want to say it was in Georgia. Yes, it was the one that was in Georgia. So, I was there for a 3-day event. And hi, Javine. Nice to see you. Thanks for hopping on. So while I was in Georgia, I was at an event. There might have been 300, 400 people at this event, maybe bigger. The event host probably would tell you 600. But the room was huge and it was full. And we were all speakers and wannabe speakers and wannabe better speakers. Like it was a room full of people in my world, right? And I met a man named Brandy. In fact, his name is Brandy Sales, and I will tag him later because he is amazing. He's from Boston, and he is a mover and a shaker. And Brandy is a videographer, and he can teach you how to actually create amazing video with your cell phone, like professional level. Like he has a course that you can buy that says this is how I do this. At the time, though, we had been speaking for a couple of years. We were just meeting. And we happened to connect while I was in Georgia. And he's fabulous. And the bottom line is he is one of the biggest reasons why I'm here in Tennessee today. Now, I know. I got myself here. I know all the words. I'm the one who reached out. I'm the one who did all the things. But he is the connection. So here I am in Georgia 3 years ago. And Brady and I bonded. We saw each other's eyes from across the room. We started talking, we connected. We haven't seen each other in person, like belly to belly, since then. And yet, because of our connection, he has gone on to speak at the NABO National Convention in Washington. I introduced him to some people, and here I am speaking to the International Association of Home Stager Professionals in Tennessee. Because last winter, early winter, he sent me an email. He said, Amber, I saw this thing and it's got your name written all over it. It's Nashville, it's music, it's real estate, it's speaking, it's branding. Like, how much more could this be you and not actually be your event? So he gave me the email of this woman that he happened to know, and I emailed her and said, "Hey, Jenny, this is who I am. This is what I speak about. This is what is my passion. Here's a little bit of my backstory." She's like, "Awesome. I think that's great. Let's set up a time to talk. Let's get you on our stage." Just like that. It wasn't because I'd had 15 years of experience of speaking in front of great big rooms. It wasn't because I paid a big fee to come and play at this event. It's because I said hello to someone that I saw and had some kind of connection to 3 years ago in Georgia. Is that it? That's it. Maybe it was Florida. Brandy, when you see this, you'll have to tell me. It may have been Florida. Either way, it all started with that connection. And the second thing that happened is when I spoke, I was clear. I was super crystal clear about what I was creating in the world. My vision. This is what I wanted to do. This is who I wanted to speak to. And this is how I wanted to do it. And so that 3 years later, this guy says, "Hey, I know your music background. I know your rock star background. I know your real estate background. Why don't you apply?" It's that simple. So when you get super clear about your vision, please don't keep it a secret. Be super, super clear about what you want to do with your business, where you want to go, who you want to speak to, who you want to impact. And B, share the heck out of that vision. Because the bottom line is if you don't share it, nobody can help you create it. It's that simple, right? You have this vision. I'm going to be talking about this next week in my Brandapalooza program. By the way, you can still have time to come and join me in my group coaching experience. You can go to yourbrandbydesign.com/group and join us in Brandapalooza. But there's something amazing about the way your vision is what motivates you. And your mission is what helps people rally around you going, "Hey, yeah, let's do that. I'll help you create that." And that's exactly what happened. I shared my vision. I shared my passion for what I was doing, and Brandon remembered it. Now, he's amazing, and there's no shortage of that to go with him. But I was clear. He remembered. He made the introduction, and that was the bottom line. Like, that was it. And the same with him. He had a very clear vision. I knew exactly who he wanted to speak to, the kind of person he wants to work with these women. Likewise, and we've been able to connect each other over the last 3 years. This isn't about huge application processes. This isn't about having to pay your dues. You know your stuff, right? Like, you're in business because you know your stuff and because you are excited about that. Hey, Javine, thank you. You're passionate about something. You saw a problem with the world. You saw a gap in the way the world was working, and you knew you had a solution. That's not the problem. Your vision gets to be huge. I did not say to him, "I can't wait to speak in Nashville to a membership of 4,000 people." I didn't know that was a thing, especially not 3 years ago. Oh my goodness, are you kidding? But I knew that I wanted to speak. I knew that I wanted to speak to people who are entrepreneurs who really needed a strategy behind their brand and behind their marketing. I knew that I wanted to work with people who understood the value of creating brand equity. So even though at the time I was dreaming big, I thought I was dreaming big. I didn't think of this. I didn't dream of this. But because I was clear about my vision and my message, I was able to share that with someone, and he was able to connect me with some of the most incredible people. Friends, I can't believe the people I've met here. And they're from all over the world. I met a woman from Rome last night. Had just flown in that morning. And I met someone from Utah. I didn't think anybody from Utah was here. But she's from Park City. And she's awesome. She's great. I'm like, I can't believe I have to come to Tennessee to meet you. So here's the point. This fabulous story that I'm sure you're enthralled with. 1, have a vision and make it huge. If it doesn't make you throw just a little bit when you think about it, if you're not so excited, it doesn't oh my gosh, I just said that out loud. It's not big enough. It has to be that big. 2nd, share your message with everyone. Not in this, I want to sell you kind of way. I wasn't selling Brandy. We were just sharing our dreams and sharing our messages with each other and connecting in a way that we would hopefully be able to help each other out. I didn't know when, didn't know where. We couldn't help ourselves. I couldn't help but share my mission with him and my message with him because I love it that much. I'm that passionate about it. I just share it everywhere, whether you ask me for it or not. So, first about your vision. Think big, then get bigger, and then share it. With your message, get clear. Get super crystal clear about who you are serving and what you are creating and what the benefit is of working with you, and then share the heck out of that too. It will amaze you. It's why they say it's about who you know. This isn't about finding that one partner that's going to send you 10,000 leads and referrals every single year. It's about connecting with people around the world to increase your impact, to heighten the ripple effect of amazing that you're creating in the world. It's why I'm sitting here at this event in Tennessee for the next several days, meeting people that are moving mountains in their business, meeting people, men and women, I've met them who have been doing this for 44 years, and I had lunch with a woman who's been doing it for 2 months, and everywhere in between, and it's all wonderful. So create it, think big, dream huge, get clear, share it. If you have any question about, wow, I'm not quite sure what my vision is, and by the way, it is my personal opinion that if your vision is I want to make $1 million, it's not big enough. And it's not clear enough. It's not specific enough. Making $1 million, why not? Everybody's doing it, let's just do it. Everybody should make $1 million, why not? But that's not enough to motivate you every single day. Even if you're motivated by money as your primary motivator. But there's nothing wrong with that. But even if that's your primary motivator, you should think bigger. You should think more clearly and more specifically. What does every single day look like? Who do you get to play with? Who's in your world that you're like, oh my gosh, this is my day. This is my Thursday. This is incredible. I'm a little gushy because I'm gushing because this is amazing. What has happened in my world and what I have helped create and what the people I know have helped me create. So if you're one of those people, thank you. If you would like to be one of those people, please take a time right now to go snag a spot on my calendar. It's yourbrandbydesign.com/duet, D-U-E-T. Takes you right into my calendar where you can schedule a time to talk to me, and we're going to talk about your brand. Talk about creating brand equity. Talk about exactly how you create a strategy that makes your marketing incredibly powerful and effective. That's what we'll do, just so you know. Like, there's no hidden surprises here. That's what we'll do. And if you know you're ready for a full year of support at crazy awesome networking of people who are in that group already, come join us. It's amazing. It really is. Tons of content, lots of opportunity to ask your questions, and it's a full year of support while we help you create your rockstar brand and establish brand equity. So go to yourbrandbydesign.com/group, GROUP. Tells you all the details of the coaching program. And it really is more of an experience. It's informal but incredibly powerful based on the content and the quality of questions. So come join us, come play. It's yourbrandbydesign.com/group. I cannot wait to see you there. If you have any questions, reach out, just ask. And until you and I have an opportunity to speak in person, rock on.